Start your engines, everyone. We're about to look at the brand new exciting Seiko Jimmie Johnson watch. Here we go. Now, they started out with the Jimmie Johnson watches last year. Here's the new one, 2017. Let's look at the model number. SSC637. Let's take a look. Alright, here we go. There's the Jimmie Johnson signature there. Nice little detail. You got the racing flags on the box. I like it better than last year's box. It's smaller, more compact, and it just gives it a nice, cool feel to it. Let's pop this guy open. If it wants to get out of there, there we go. There we go. That's a nice watch right there. Now, I know it's not automatic. I know it's not one of the fancier Seiko dive watches, but for a watch that's, you know, a race-inspired watch, it's a pretty cool watch. You can see the blue there. Of course, Jimmie Johnson's known for. I love the numbers right there. Those numbers kind of remind you of the racing numbers. If you look at the car there, you know, similar in style. Everything about the watch pretty much screams racing, with that bright neon yellow green, you know, kind of highlights. The chronograph looks like a speedometer. Just really a lot of attention to detail here, especially when you compare it to last year's model. Now, the watch is a solar powered watch. The caliber is a V176, one of the main caliber Seiko's using for their solar powered watches. So at the back of the face there is basically a photocell. It charges and then it runs the watch. This watch here's been sitting in the dark, but you can still see it's still ticking right there. Been sitting in the box, getting shipped to us. Give you some time to look at that. Really nice. And here, I like the details here, where you can see the Seiko ambassador, Jimmie Johnson, right there. So when you pop open the watch, you're like, oh, a sweet watch. There's Jimmie Johnson. Then over here comes with an extra band. Now this is a good idea. I wish Seiko would throw more extra bands with watches, because nowadays people love to switch the bands with the watches. I know I do it all the time. So it's nice to have like a matching set. And you see that stitching there, that cool neon green, kind of matches the highlights in the face. Really cool. So if you want to give it more of a casual look. And I like that with the leather band there, if you could see it, it's kind of almost like a checkered flag pattern on it, you know, similar to the carbon fiber. And then right here, look at the back. Whew, that's pretty tight. To take all these different colors, really make it, you know, a different watch. It really is more of a signature watch for Jimmie Johnson, you know, this year, especially if you compare it to last year's. And the bezel does rotate. If we take a close look at the face, there's a slight checkerboard pattern, or checker flag kind of style, you know, kind of like carbon fiber in the background. It's really hard to see. In the pictures you see of the watch, it's real easy to see in their photo, but you had it there for a second. You see it there by the 6. Really faint. Kind of wish they made it a little bit more where you can see it, just like the product image of it on the Seiko site. Try to get a good angle for you guys. There you go. See a little bit more there by the 4. But you can see, it's just something you see, you know, when you get a glare, you can see it, but normally it just looks all black in the background. You might see little faint pieces of it, like right there, you can see under the Seiko and the solar. I think that's a cool feature. I really think it should have been brought out a little bit more, a little too light. But maybe because of the solar panel trying to get through the face, they needed to make it a little lighter. I'm not sure. And then here, let's take a look at the back. You got the Jimmie Johnson signature special edition, and then the serial number there. This one, Japanese movement, of course. And a push button deployment clasp. No extra safety. It's not really a dive watch, so you know, it's more fun wear around type of chronograph watch. Alright, here's the wrist shot, so you get an idea of the proportions on this. It sits a little smaller than, you know, most watches nowadays, but it's by no means small. It's a decent size. It's nice. Yeah, it's just really neat. You got Jimmie Johnson, you know, 7 championships, going for his 8th this year. Jimmie Johnson was named Associated Press Athlete of the Year, and again, he winning 7 championships. That ties Richard Petty and Dale Earnhardt, so he wins one more. He beats the tiebreaker there. So just a neat watch to have for an interesting guy, great athlete. There you go, guys. New Jimmie Johnson watch. Check it out.